Welcome back to my channel. Today we explore the value of specific stamps, the halfpenny Falkland Islands, and GB 1934 half-D green intermediate format, halfpenny stamp value in today's market. First up, the Falkland Islands may be small and remote, but their postage stamps are among the most fascinating collectibles in the philatelic world. One of the most interesting and valuable denominations is the halfpenny, or half-D. Though originally meant for simple everyday mail, some of these tiny green stamps have become sought-after treasures worth hundreds of dollars today. In this video, we'll explore why certain halfpenny stamps from the Falkland Islands are so valuable, what makes them rare, and what they're actually selling for in the current market in US dollars. The halfpenny stamps were used throughout the late 19th and early 20th centuries for local and overseas postage. Because they were the lowest denomination, millions were printed and used, which means most are worth very little today. However, there are exceptions that turn a simple stamp into a collectible gem. The key is rarity, historical context, and condition. Among the halfpenny issues, one stands far above the rest in both fame and value: the 1891 bisect provisional issue. During 1891, the Falkland Islands Post Office faced a shortage of halfpenny stamps. To solve the problem temporarily, they cut one-penny stamps in half diagonally and authorized each half to serve as a halfpenny stamp. These bisects were used only for a short time, making surviving genuine examples very rare. When collectors find an envelope or cover showing an authentic bisect properly postmarked, it becomes an item of high philatelic importance. In today's market, genuine bisects have sold at major auctions for impressive sums. For instance, Cherrystone auctions recorded an 1891 halfpenny bisect that sold for around $200,000, while other examples with clear cancellations and certificates have realized between $250,000. A past listing on Stamp Auction Network showed one bringing about £500, which converts to roughly $670 at current exchange rates. Of course, not all bisects are created equal. Condition plays a major role. A perfectly preserved cover with a clear postmark and proper postal use commands top prices, while a damaged or doubtful example might bring much less. Expertization, having the item verified by a recognized authority, is essential, since forgeries and unofficial cuts exist. Beyond the famous 1891 bisect, collectors also pursue the early Queen Victoria and Edward VII halfpenny stamps. These are not as rare but still interesting. Mint examples in fine condition, especially those with clear colors and full gum, may sell between $1,000. Exceptional pieces, or those with unusual shades or printing errors, can sometimes reach the low hundreds. While most used examples are only worth thousands of dollars, condition and cancellation can add modest value. Moving forward to the early and mid-20th century, the reigns of George V and George VI brought new halfpenny designs. In general, these are common and inexpensive, often selling for less than $20. However, certain variations, such as specimen overprints, imperforated pairs, or complete sets that include the halfpenny denomination, can surprise collectors with higher values. Specialist auctions have recorded specimen sets from the 1938 to 1950 series fetching between $400 and $1,400, depending on completeness and condition. It's worth noting that when people hear about valuable Falkland Islands stamps, they often think of the famous 1933 centenary issue. Those high-value stamps, especially the £1 denomination, can reach several $1,000s. But they are not halfpenny stamps. The humble halfpenny occupies a quieter but still significant place in the market, where realistic values usually fall in the range of thousands of dollars rather than the five-figure sums associated with rarer high denominations. If you want to estimate what your own Falkland Islands halfpenny stamp might be worth, the first step is proper identification. Determine the exact issue by looking at the monarch's portrait, watermark, perforation, and color shade. Then examine condition. Check for tears, thins, stains, or heavy cancellations, all of which reduce value. Mint examples should have undisturbed gum. Next, research recent auction results rather than relying on listing prices, which are often inflated. Sites like Spink, Grosvenor, Cherrystone, and Stamp Auction Network provide accurate realized prices that reflect what collectors are actually paying. Finally, for any stamp you suspect may be valuable, especially